So, welcome back to another video, and as you could imagine from seeing the thumbnail, this time around we are talking about Linux and Windows and why I personally think that Microsoft wants to destroy Windows right now. So, let's get into it. Um, First of all, what I kind of see going on right now with Microsoft is that they are giving in to Linux. And what I mean by that is that a lot of their employees are allowed to use Linux at their job, no contact to Windows at all, but just writing the code. And yeah, let's just get into the fact of servers and desktops, right? So let's start with the desktop space, because I think that's the space where Microsoft still pulls off the most impressive numbers with around 69.51% of users worldwide on the desktop still running Windows, but the number is relatively going down. The last few weeks, it actually went up again, but the tendency that Windows is going in is actually falling down in terms of user space of user numbers. And Chrome OS, which is, if you didn't know, a Linux operating system, is on 3.24% of the users, which went down because it actually was like 1% more last time I checked. And then comes Linux. So every other Linux distribution besides Chrome OS on the desktop, and Linux is just going up. It's not even losing any users right now. It's just going up and going up and going up. And it's on 3.13% right now, which is not much, but it's growing, and the user base is just getting bigger and bigger, whilst macOS and Windows are actually losing users. That's just for a very, very short time talk about phones, because if you didn't know, Linux is the most used operating system on phones because of Android. For every one of you who didn't know this, Android is Linux operating system. It's a Linux distribution with custom libraries. I think even a custom display server, but I'm not quite sure about that, but I think so. And still rocking a Linux kernel. I take a look at my phone right now. I can go into the settings, about phone, Android 14, and then the kernel version you will see is 5.10.157, which is an LTS kernel from Linux, just customized with Android code in this scenario. So let's move on to servers, which boast the most impressive number for Linux, with Windows just getting roughly 1.9% of the server market, BSD rocking like the 1.8, and Linux sitting there just dominating it with 96.3% market share on servers. Just think about it. Linux operating system that all the people out there always roasted for its not so user-friendly approach to things earlier on. Not true now. It's actually very, very user-friendly and very, very nice and actually polished. Of course, depending on the distro that you're using. But Linux is dominating the server market, and I can actually tell you why. Because even if you run Windows Server headless, so without GUI, which most companies using Windows servers don't, and you're running Linux headless, Linux is pulling so much less resources for itself. I think, if I remember correctly, Windows headless draws about the same resources Linux with KDE or XFCE customized. Yeah. So why do I think that Microsoft is actually destroying Windows? Very simple. When when Microsoft announced Windows 11, they actually, if I remember correctly, referred to their improved boot up times as being like Linux. And now they implemented all those compressed file types that Linux had for like ever. I don't even remember a day when tar didn't exist on Linux. tar.gz and all that stuff. I don't remember a day without it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will link you the site where I got the statistics from. I will need to look for the site for the server statistics because I didn't refresh those facts, but those should still be correct because I don't think that Windows all of a sudden earned more server space. Yeah, let me know about your thoughts in the comments down below. If you want to support my software project and my YouTube channel, feel free to donate on Patreon. Link down below, and then see you next time.